The views and opinions expressed on live. The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult content, graphic language, strong sexual content, and a whole lot of shit talking. So in other words, get your kids out the room.
Live, here we go at the barbershop with your hosts, Misha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the magnificent.
Yo, son. What's up with all that?
Oh, I was just trying to amp it up, you know, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'm all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop Podcast.
Good night. Friday, back at it, fresh in the flesh. How you doing? It's a little on the chilly side out here in sunny.
Yeah.
FLA.
Chilly.
I don't like cold weather.
It's not cold.
I left New York for that reason. You know what I'm saying? You come down here now and it's like, ooh, I'm not feeling that.
I think it's good though. I like
It could be.
Yeah.
It's a little windy.
You know, you're the sun, man. You're always in the sun
Yeah.
in the day, so
I like that. So tonight, be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. 100. I've been toying with this in my head to figure out if I really wanted to touch on any of this stuff here going on with, the whole Diddy situation. I don't really try and do the bandwagon situation too much. Yes, it's news. It's part of media. It's part of what we do. But it's a touchy situation as far as being as objective as possible and being neutral in a neutral ground and looking at it from both sides. So tonight's show is us talking about this thing we call, it's out there, it's called grooming culture. In the entertainment world, not just music, television, any form of entertainment. You've seen it numerous times from Dorothy that played in The Wizard of Oz all the way up to pick a Disney kid. Every one of them. Allegedly. Okay? So now when we talk about the instance that's going on with Diddy, everything is alleged until court appearance. Now, speaking on the situation with Cassie, a lot of people are up in arms about the fact that it took a day, boom, settled the case. We don't need to go any further. Yes, could be a lot of evidence that could come out if it came to it. Now, what do? Sometimes we've seen it with the Michael Jackson situation and R. Kelly, where the accuser puts it out. Their legal team, their PR, their family, everyone's like, look, just pay them so that we don't have to go through the long trial and go through everything, right? Yeah. Move forward now. You see Russell Simmons departed. He's now in Bali. Prior to him, there was a movie producer. I can't remember his name right now, but he was on the run for years for dealing with underage girls. Forgot his name. But Russell kind of chalked it up as saying it was part of the culture. It's part of the hip hop culture, part of the cultures that he grew up in. 70s, 80s, 90s, Def Jams, a lot of these record execs.
Okay.
Did we, looking back in hindsight, did we see a lot of this stuff? Yeah.
But then.
Back then.
Wow.
And not to take anything away from anyone out there victim wise, but it was a collective movement from both parties.
Okay.
And that's where the Bill Cosby things came about from the 70s, 60s, 70s, when he said, this is what we did. Coke, pop a few pills, so chill, what up? And but again, like we stated prior to this, when I was younger, my grandparents used to send me to the store and say, hey, give me a pack. I think Rothman was the name of the cigarette.
Yeah.
Give me 2 packs of Rothman. Take the money.
That pronunciation, though.
Rothman.
We call it Rothman.
Well, my grandmother used to say, go get the Rothman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember.
And at a young age, it was a norm.
Yeah.
Was it right? Looking back now, no.
Yeah, the Rothman, you let them know it's a cigarette.
Yeah. Okay. For those that don't. But I did say you should send me to the store for cigarettes.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is now it's like, was it right? No. Was it wrong of my grandparents at the time? No, because that was the norm.
Yeah.
Looking back now with the laws and the different things that we have in place to make sure underage kids are not contaminating themselves with the tobacco situation, we're trying to put that at a minimum situation. So, same thing moving forward in this entertainment business. Now, for all the gatekeepers out there, do they take advantage of the fact of holding someone's future in their hands? These kids are coming from places of poverty.
Yeah.
And they're hoping for better for their family, themselves. They see that shine in your eye that you want to be a star. They see the talent, but you hold the key. And a lot of them took advantage.
Yeah.
A lot of them took advantage.
Yeah, they took advantage.
So now, good night. So now moving forward now, and we're going to touch on a couple of different things and kind of segue into the tail end of everything for tonight. Moving forward now with the Puff Daddy situation, the Diddy situation, Brother Love, and all these different things. Once again, everything we speak on tonight is alleged. Allegedly, these things happened. Now, if anyone is of age, they can remember back in the days, it's always been a whisper amongst everyone in the industry that Puff has been moving sideways. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but there's only a few people that I know that came up in the ranks in a short stint, and I'm gonna try to get the memory bank moving. Now, Chris Lighty, Def Jams, Violators Records, Violators Management, Chris Lighty. My recollection, if I am correct, and I can remember going up there and stuff like that, Chris Lighty started out in the mailroom. Got to a certain point, A&R executive at a point, moved on, left, started Violators. Now with Puff coming over as an intern, moving to Uptown Records, it was always, now from what I remember from being in the industry myself, Puff at one point had moved in with Andre Harrell. Now, allegedly. Now, is it odd for you to be living with your boss? Yeah, I do think so. Now, we all do music and everything.
Yeah, we have other people with different perspective of it. We just boys. We just
but it's a weird situation to begin with.
Yeah.
Like I've been in the music industry practically all my life. Trust me, I've been around a lot of these heads. And if one of them asks me, yo, you should move in with me.
Move in.
I'm good.
Yeah.
It just, I'll meet you at the office. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, right? I can't even imagine right now if whatever job I'm doing, my boss come to me and say, you should come live with me. I don't care if I'm in a pool room in the back of the house. It still feel weird just seeing the person at home and at the office and all this stuff here. Now, allegedly, it was rumored that this one particular time, Puff went off, started smashing things in homie's house. Came back to work. A lot of heads that I know, it was like, yo, dude still got a job?
What do you mean by that?
That's what I'm saying. Dude still got a job? Dude still got a job. And I think what happened eventually, a lot of people put the bug in Andre Harrell's ear, like, yo, homie, you got to do something. This dude's out of control right now. Now, other heads that I know, it was like that looked like a spat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked more like a spat to me than, because, yo, you imagine now, you and your boss tell you something, yo, you keep coming in late. You're like, what? You start smashing things in and out. Oh, you can't even, don't even come to work tomorrow. Am I right or wrong? Right? Okay. You still got the balls. You come to work tomorrow. Because you know what? You and him, you're on that level. You understand what I'm saying? Got that. Boom. Now, moving forward now, comes in, Andre Harrell's like, yo, that's it. Andre Harrell's explanation to this thing is that, look, the powers that be want me to get rid of you. And what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna make you richer and make you famous by letting you go. Right? I'll let you go, and you'll be able to really shine the way how you need to shine. You understand what I'm saying? BS. Okay? Straight up. You just, come on, my man. You and that, listen, let's keep it 1,000 with the whole thing. All right? Then now he leaves from that. Mind you, now you're somewhat of an executive. You know, still toying with that whole situation about being this whole music producer and stuff. Yo, you was digging in the crates. You ain't giving Ron G and a lot of these dudes that really put you on as far as you digging in their crates for samples. People got to realize you sample a Diana Ross. Diana Ross been a banger from jump. Put somebody else that's on it that lyrically could stand out on it. The two combinations, you gonna get something.
Yeah.
You're not a creative genius at the end of the day, you know. But okay, now you start Bad Boy Records. Bad Boy Records gets started. You go to an icon, is what they label him as, Clive Davis, as a young black man in a hip hop genre. Just got fired, okay, from your previous job. Now I must believe in you and invest in you. Follow the trail. Ain't got nothing to say wild about it. Just follow the breadcrumbs, okay? You go now, you start Bad Boys, you get all these budgets out the roof budgets. I remember back then in the 90s, dudes was doing music videos for $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Like that's unheard of right now. Dudes are shooting videos in their garage now. You know, granted, technology get them to another space now where you can do things on your phone and certain things of that nature. But you see all this, and people been seeing the behavioral patterns
coming all the way.
This is not something that just popped up today, 2023.
Yeah.
Throughout the years, it's been a wilding out situation because of the money, the back ends, as Jaguar Wright also pointed out, the people that you have behind you, the machine is what we call it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then now you have people that's still questioning the authenticity of the victim putting out a claim. Okay. You've seen all the different people, the Steve Stouts. These are people, associates, friends, colleagues. Steve Stout got knocked upside his head for simple things that had to do with a video. Okay.
By the same person.
Same person.
Same person.
And the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. All right. Move forward now. I saw Slim Thug had put something out stating that, you know, why she waits so long.
This been happening. Bill Cosby one was way back. Most of these things are way back. Somebody just want to start something, and the previous people just said maybe it's time for me to go in now with mine.
Well, we're gonna get to that because, like I said, going back to Slim Thug and nothing against Slim, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
good dude.
Everybody has their own opinion.
You know, different. You have your opinion on things. Yeah. Not going slandering or knocking my brother.
No,
but he being in the industry should know better than anything. And the problem is we have to start holding people accountable.
Yeah.
Whether family, friends, colleagues, anything of that nature.
Yeah.
Now.
He's not my friend.
Now.
I think he did it.
At the end of the day, yes. Innocent until proven guilty. We're still waiting for certain things. But allegedly, let's keep it real, man. A lot of you industry heads, you know you've been to some of these parties. You know the dealio. Stop playing the games. You know what you see. You understand what I'm saying? You know what the deal is.
Yeah. But
is it just because of the money, the value, the fact that this person has this amount of money that, oh, why they going after my man? It's a money grab. It's a this, it's a that. The bad part about it is you do have people that's crying wolf all the time too.
Yeah.
Which makes it bad for the victims.
Yeah, that's more the situation here. Because one person cries and a bunch of wolves start crying.
And that's the thing with it.
Yeah.
So now what do? Now, when you hear the evidence and you start piecing everything and you rewind the tape, I think it's
been laying here a long time.
Your godlike notions.
Yeah.
You start putting different senses that'll start firing to tell you yes or no.
Yeah.
Do I believe this?
Yeah.
Or don't I?
When you put things together.
Because at the end of the day, looking at it on a wide scale situation, a big screen jumbotron, and you start putting all the puzzles on the board and putting everything up, you're like, yeah, something ain't right. Something ain't right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I saw Academics, shout out to Academics. He posted something with a previous situation, has nothing even to do with this. Somehow it's still interconnected. Where a gentleman, and I totally forgot about this, but about what, 2018, 2019, something like that. A gentleman had a disturbing situation that happened on Trump's golf course.
Yeah.
During the interrogation, all this stuff with the Cassie situation, the freak offs and all these things pop up. Mind you, 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
We in 2023.
Mm.
How somebody put it out back then, this wasn't even the forefront portion of it. The interrogation is asking about the person bringing a gun to the golf course. How the freak off come into play? Now, are we still on the same situation? And then are the puzzles not all lining up? Now, I'm not saying everyone that comes out now is in the same category and everything, but we have to listen. Now, victim-wise, you have victims, and male victims are probably gonna be the ones probably never to really tell.
Never.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just off of the manhood,
Yeah.
the embarrassment, and all these different
never
things.
Come forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, move forward now for a female that has to deal with certain things and knowing that this person has your whole future in their hands.
Yeah.
It's not something where you could just you tell anyone and everybody's gonna be gung-ho on going to reprimand this person.
Yeah.
Who's gonna reprimand this man? Who's gonna be the first one to stand up to say, yo, I'll take the chance to make sure I get fired tomorrow from this guy just to make sure you're okay. You got bodyguards, you got all sorts of people. Yeah, they could say, hey, chill out, but that don't mean that it's gonna happen. You go above and beyond, that means that you might not come back tomorrow. Who's gonna take the chance for you?
Yeah.
So with that now, we understand that the movement, why some of them suppress it. And it'll be a while before they decide, okay, and until you're in that person's shoes, you really don't know what is the trigger point that'll make you want to just stand up today and say, all right, I had enough, or whatever it is. I can't sleep. I feel funny around my spouse. I can't kiss my kids the same way. I can't do this. I can't do that.
There's a lot of victim out there. A lot of victim from different situation and stuff. But it's just a game changer now. You know, people just coming forward now. So when it comes like this, it makes it, you know, unbelievable. Why now? And most of these cases comes up the same. The R. Kelly, the Bill Cosby, all these cases comes up the same way. One person shout, and you have multitude of people coming up after, and then it makes it look like this is a
money grab. Right. But see, that's the thing where sometimes people got to realize something.
Why you didn't come first?
The criminal portion and what's the term? The civil portion is two separate different things. And again, some of them don't want it to go to the criminal portion of the thing because a lot of things are going to have to start coming out. And that's again why they probably settle so fast. So now, put this in perspective, victim-wise, okay? So now, some of your favorite stars that you may not have known had, they call it essay, because I know on YouTube now there's so many different terms that you can't use anymore. So we'll term it SA, okay? Let's run down the list real quick. And again, we don't know even if some of these celebrities have even spoken up about these things. Now, one I do know, but let's go down the list. You have Madonna, okay? Chris Brown, okay? Oprah we know about because I knew about that part.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have Kesha. You have Lady Gaga, Queen Latifah, which I didn't know. So you see what I'm saying as far as some people that suppress the situation for years. Now we could say if Queen Latifah came out tomorrow and it's 30 years, can we say that, well, why didn't you say something back then?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, again, sometime in the circumstances and the person, because look at it like this: you have victims that got victimized by a total stranger
Yeah.
and still suppress it.
Mm.
Much less you're talking about
Celebrity.
a mogul, whatever term you want to use for these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's go down the list some more. R. Kelly. Okay.
You're a victim. Mm.
Ozzy Osbourne. Okay. Tyler Perry. Now, I never heard Tyler Perry mention anything of that. Now, you know,
Yeah,
I don't know if
think-
anyone else, but
Yeah, I think
I think
I
he
heard
did.
it.
He did. I think he did. Oh, well,
I think I heard
maybe
it.
back up.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
so
I heard about that.
so when you hear that now, you start to say, well, whoa. So now you have to just look at things in a wider perspective. Now, the same way for Slim Thug defending Diddy in that way, you still have to wait. We all have to wait
Wait
until further evidence.
Yeah.
I mean, she put a lot of evidence in in the docket, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of evidence in there. Okay. But again, one never knows. Okay. But at the same time, you can't victimize the victim
Yeah.
once again by now letting that person feel like
And
that's why I did not come out.
empowered. Yeah.
You understand what I'm
it's
saying?
like you're
That's why I
taking away
never
the
said
person.
anything, because I knew this was going to be the reaction to it.
Yeah.
That people think I'm going after money or I'm this or I'm that. But sometimes,
So more victim won't even come out because of what, you know?
but sometimes that's the
Yeah.
only way you're going to get anything to start
Yeah.
rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this time and era, it's all about money, because everybody want the bag. Even if you want to just clear what's happened to you.
Mhm.
There's a lot of molestation that goes on, but
So now
you know,
let's briefly go into the AP. What up? Statement is not in evidence. Okay.
yeah.
So here's the thing. So when it comes down now to, they calling it grooming culture. Okay.
Mm.
And we're hearing about a lot of young entertainers. I think Bow Wow kind of hinted something. They say Criss Cross had hinted something. Got a few of them. Of course, Raz B.
Mm.
Who?
Was it Orlando Brown, right?
Orlando Brown.
Even there's a young man
But then
Romario,
when we're hearing about a lot of things, and we try, I personally was trying to like go in the memory bank on a lot of songs. Because right now there's like a little Me Too movement situation as far as some of these artists and their lyrics and
yeah.
different things of that nature. So now I know they had LL on the hit list. MC Light was on the hit list. Belle Biv DeVoe was on the hit list.
So they're going back real far.
Well, the lyrics on them dealing with younger people.
Audience, yeah.
Now, mind you, it's again, it's entertainment. And
Okay.
not to say that we condone any of that situation, but again, when we look at all right, so Brenda got a big old butt. It's one of the songs from L. All right, and then let me break down the lyrics to it. All right. Sorry, L. Okay. So it says, and this might have been an Andrew Jackson. Shout out to everybody from Andrew Jackson, but 50. I went to high school about 3:00 to try and catch a cutie riding my jock. My homeboy's Jeep, the system blasting, cold 40 dogs smiling and laughing. Girls all over, the kind I adore. I felt like a kid in a candy store. That's when I seen her. Her name was Brenda. She had a kind of booty that I'd always remember. I said to my man, stop the Jeep. She's only 17. But yo, don't sleep. I guess the homeboy said she's only 17. L said, but yo, don't sleep. I kick the base like an NFL punter and scope the booty like a big game hunter. Now, again, not condoning any underage situation, but again, back then, there were a lot of groups of people that were almost in the similar age group. You're talking 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, sometimes 22-year-olds are hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
And they're not viewing
that age
situation. The age
they're just hanging out.
Gap situation.
The gaps.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a group of young people hanging out.
Yeah.
Again, not condoning any misbehavior, but just letting you know what the frame of mind was back then. That's going back to me getting sent to the store for cigarettes.
Yeah.
That's the frame of mind.
Yeah.
As time goes on, things change, laws change because of pedophilia and different things of that nature.
Yeah.
The gap starts to widen more.
Yeah, getting a cigarette now becomes
it's illegal.
An ID.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you move from that now. And believe it or not, now an MC Light lyrics. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, you're talking about male and females in the age group that hang out with each other. So now she said it sounds nasty and it sounds mean, but I'm into little boys that are about 17.
Wow. But how old was she at that time?
Again, if I can remember right, when Light probably dropped, she probably was, if anything, maybe 19, 20. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
back then
it still had, even though it sounds crazy by saying younger.
Yeah.
Person's really like 2 years behind you.
Yeah.
Right now, at this point now, there's people that's dating someone 20 years younger.
20 years younger.
You understand what I'm saying? So now I'm the question that I'm really trying to get at now, at a certain point now, the cancel culture and everything in between. We're not saying do not hold people liable and don't hold them accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
But again, on a lyrical standpoint, and knowing that this person has never really violated anyone, now it's entertainment, and do we have a responsibility, because we do know that we do influence certain people. So at a certain point, yes. But at again, to go back now and try to dig up certain things to bring it to the 2023 and put it in perspective of 2023. So that's like going back in the 50s and the 20s, you know, and saying something from the Great Depression and saying, you know, why'd you give out that big a loaf of bread? You should, you know, it's like, yo,
what is the outcome? Like them bringing all these lyrics up. What is the outcome of this?
Yeah,
what they're saying is they created this misogynistic.
So basically, they bringing it right back to hip hop again, saying, "Oh, it's hip hop."
And see, to answer your point, because
I'm sure
I don't see anyone going in deeper as far as, because again, Madness, what up? You had other entertainers in other genres that married at a young age. You had the Elvis and you know,
I was just going there. The movie, they sticking to hip hop.
Right.
What about the movies?
The movies, that's another one. You know, but again,
play a major.
But see, back then, remember now, back then, a person could go to that female, or that, it's rare that it was a young man, but they go to their parents, and if the parents said it's cool, 15, 16, they married off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Frame of mind now in 2023, we know that 15 and 16-year-olds still not developed yet.
Yeah.
Fully, mentally. But again, at that point now, to start bringing up a Me Too movement, to say that you're going after these entertainers because you feel like they created this situation.
I don't.
This situation been in the business,
Yeah.
and it goes way higher than the entertainment at the bottom of this business.
Yeah.
You understand?
Let me go find a country song.
The people that's upstairs,
Yeah.
trust me, the country songs probably even worse. You understand?
I heard too, and I was like, you know what?
The people that are upstairs in those big offices are the ones that you really have to pay attention to. Because at the end of the day, remember something. Every sort of entertainment and everything we have out here, these people have given it the green light. Whether it's gangster rap, whether it's misogynistic, whether it's whatever.
It's what the big guys want to.
Because I heard it from an executive one time, like, he really don't care what goes on at the bottom of the hill. He lives at the top. You understand what I'm saying? And when he said that, it hit me in the head. I was like, ooh. So what you're saying is it don't matter about the gangster rap or the violence and all that. The most you got to come in contact with that is driving through it, going to the office, maybe having to deal with one or two artists that comes in the office. But other than that, he drives right back way up in the hills. You ain't getting near him. You got to jump the fence and do something crazy. And by that time, somebody's getting at you. So you don't have to worry about that. Keep that in mind. So when you listen to everything, you got to listen to everything and look at everything with a grain of salt and understand that, again, a lot of these guys and just entertainment, females, males, at the time were in close proximity of age. It's rare that you found like, all right, Keith Sweat's my man. But I remember a song that, I love the song. Every one of us knows the song. You know what I'm saying? You may be young, but you're ready. You know what I'm saying? Song is a banger. Now, when we were listening to it, did we go that deep into it to say,
imagination?
Yo, who is he talking about? My little sister. You know what I'm saying?
No.
We didn't think that. And I doubt, and I know Keith Sweat wasn't thinking that either.
Yeah.
What he's probably saying is somebody like literally right behind him.
Yeah.
You understand? So if he was in his 20s, let me see something. Keith Sweat must have been in his 20s around that time, right? Because what? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. You could Google it. What was the name of the song? You're not a little girl, you're a woman. Huh? Take my hand. I don't know. I can't remember right now. But at the end of the day, you know, again, not condoning any of the behavior.
Yeah. People used to sing along with the song and don't even think like in that manner.
Because, all right, look, for comedians now, there's an issue. For journalists, there's an issue. This cancel culture, to a certain point, is just, it's washing culture.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like it's making everything, the colors that we had on the wall is now just bland.
Yeah.
Because people can't be themselves, and then they're apologizing for things that they really don't want to apologize about, but they have to because it's just good PR and blah, blah, blah. So you're not getting a genuine situation that's going on in life nowadays. But again, at a certain point, when we see certain things and we know certain things, we have to hold certain people accountable, regardless of what weight, what caliber, what your bank account look like, or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
Again, allegedly. We still have to wait. Now, going back to AP, great statement. A statement is not evidence. So we're still, the jury's still out. We're still waiting.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if I sit look, I remember I had a neighbor up in New York. Okay. And every time I look out my window, I see this man abusing his wife. Okay. Come outside, he'll give me the head nod. Yo, what up? Yeah, what up? Look at him. I was younger. So there's nothing really I could do at the time. But I'm pretty sure all the family members that was in the house
Knew what
was up. They all walked around like it was nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No one ever said nothing. You know, God knows if she's still around or not. I don't know. But at the end of the day, everyone just turned a blind eye. Now, when it gets way out of hand and she dies or something happened, then it's, oh my God, I couldn't believe. Nah, you could have prevented a lot of this stuff. So again, going back, me looking out that window and seeing things, I knew something was wrong with that.
Yeah, but nobody speak up. You didn't.
I knew something was wrong with that.
Yeah.
Knowing that, okay, yeah, that ain't even right. I'm a kid.
Yeah.
That ain't even right. But at the same time, we can sit here and we can see certain things in the movement, in the culture, in the entertainment business, and know that, yeah, something ain't right with that.
Yeah.
He was 25.
25.
He was 25 when.
But we don't know when he say younger who he's talking about, what age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's saying you're not a little girl, you're a woman. Listen, you're not a little girl, you're a woman.
Here's the thing, though, right? And they always say that, oh, like, well, you know what? No, let me back away.
Because he could be, on a lyrical standpoint, he could be saying, you're not a little girl, you're a woman, meaning that
She could be like
21, grow up now,
she
you know
could
what
be
I'm saying?
21,
Yeah.
because
Move
they
to the
always say
next
that
level, different
girls
things like
are
that.
more
So,
mature.
right, we can't
Yeah.
just keep boom, 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 you know. And I get it. Maybe some of them, looking back now, I could say, damn, I didn't really think about it back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the cancel culture is trying to go at them
Yeah.
for lyrics.
Well, the Me Too movement is
But
trying
the-
to go at them, and they got a lot of other people.
Outcome of this? Like,
What do you
want?
Oh, because what they're trying to state now is that, okay, at this point now, we're putting it out there that you guys
did it?
started the avalanche.
Yeah.
So whatever the outcome is with all this situation that's happening with these younger people coming out and walking like a dog and all these different things, these spawned from these beginning points.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Once again, it don't got nothing to do with hip hop. It don't got nothing to do with these lyrics or anything. They just trying to,
Because they're saying that
because I don't see the outcome of it. Like
all this,
oh, we're gonna get some money off of this. You're not getting nothing.
Yeah.
but what they're saying is all of this, again, is all interconnected because the attitude, the bravado, the fact that people feel that they could do this. But what they fail to mention is, how are we going to change any of this? How moving forward now, what do we do as a collective?
Keep calling for a change, and there was never no change. The
Well,
year goes by.
Well, again,
Next
that's
year-
because of
next
the
year-
divide.
Next year come around, they gonna say the same thing. Oh, it's this and it's that and da 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 da. I want change. I want change, and it's still gonna be no change. 2025 gonna come around, same thing. No change.
Well, one of the main problems, again, okay, on a collective, we as brothers, if you're in a situation, you're in a studio or in a production house or something, and you see something funny, you gotta let somebody know, like, hey, pause out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see some guys overly aggressive, and vice versa, I've seen females be overly aggressive with dudes.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Who's gonna speak up? Everybody's there for something.
I see my man So Chill got something. What you saying?
And that's what we got for the new era of snitch.
It's not so much snitch, man. I say it's a selective movement because non-melanin characters are not given the same energy. And yeah. You're right. But again, that's why we got to police ourselves. You understand? And we got a different movement going on. We got a whole different situation. We have to police ourselves on certain things. And we, as responsible adults now, in a certain environment, for me, when I'm around a lot of females in the prior work that I used to do with radio, I used to tell females all the time, like, yo, when you come into this business, understand something. Your name can either, you can come out of this with a clean or you can get mud up. If you don't understand the term mud up, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, your hunger to try and get to the top will mud you up.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, you'll accept anything.
And a lot of the people that hold the keys to those gates, they know you want to get there that fast.
Yeah.
So what you down to do for that? You understand?
Just use the same term, anything, you do anything to
So, and that's the problem. I think a lot of times people need to realize something, that God gave you a gift. Yes. If you can sing, dance, tap, whatever. But at the same time, you still have to know your moral values and what it's worth. If it's not with this one individual, skip it. People are afraid now of being a 9-to-5er. It's like being a 9-to-5er is like,
you can't
like the worst thing.
You can't get the bag that way.
Well, the bag will cost you. The bag don't come for free. Trust.
Yeah.
The bag always got something attached to it. The bag is like that fishing line. You get hooked and you can't get off. Jonice, what up? You know what I'm saying? What's up, family? So I would say to anyone moving in this entertainment field, hey, shout out to Gene Deal. Shout out to Gene Deal. It's my man right there.
Yeah.
Go get his book too. Matter of fact, go get Mark Curry's book too, because I bought that book years ago, Dancing with the Devil. And it tells you a lot of situations that went down that we're hearing about now.
Real talk, soldier.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get in the world to lose your soul. That's it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's really not worth it at the end of the day. And look, with today's technology, you can find other avenues.
But this is something that where people taking advantage of people. It's not like, but people do anything to reach a certain level.
The unfortunate part of this is that it's not the first, it's not going to be the last.
That's why you got to wait to prove situation like these.
Understandable. But again, I think we all know there's a lot of people that accusations like this came up and, had their little trials and certain things. But certain people, look, even going back to the R. Kelly situation.
Yeah.
Prior to even seeing a lot of the videotapes and stuff like that, and even after the first one dropped, you're thinking in your head, come on, man. But because y'all love the music so much, y'all don't want to cut. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't want to be the first one to cut it. No other entertainer out there was going to be the first one to say, yo, what's the deal? Like, somebody need to sit you down and, yo, my man, come talk to me for a minute, because, yo, you bugging right now. Like, no one wants to be that, because that man was so riding high right now. Like, who gonna tell the man now? If you working for him right now, you know right now, even if you're his bestie friends from years ago or his personal assistant, whatever it is, who gonna take the chance of stop riding that coattail? Who gonna be the one that's, when the breadcrumbs drop off the table, you eating all the, whatever, you in all the parties, you in the private jets and the suites and the this and the that. You gonna be the one to tell him, yo, tripping right now. For him to turn around and say, what'd you just say?
Yeah, nobody can accept that. Yeah.
Now you looking like, nothing. Right?
Yeah,
but then you go home and your guilt is killing you.
Yeah.
You gotta stop that. Collectively, if we all sitting here, we all gotta look, we gotta talk to this dude, because Yo, why you got these 13-year-olds hanging around the studio with us? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Yeah. Mm.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, because in situations like this also, when it goes down, like what's happening now, you always have so many people that was in the same circle.
Because
They
again,
never comes out and say it before until
because
something comes.
again, now they ain't
They
gonna
want
say
an
nothing.
interview.
That's why I can respect a Gene Deal
All the
situation.
securities, all the sidemen, all the drivers, everybody knew what's going on. Nobody speak up. But
Because
when one person comes out, everybody has an interview to talk about what they see.
no,
Because they're
afterwards.
not working with them. no
Afterwards.
more.
Afterwards. Because again, who gonna be the
Work
first one to say, yo, I'm gonna risk everything to get fired?
Just
And
get
then hope
fired.
that the person that I'm trying to defend still try to help me or defend me.
Mm.
There's no guaranteeing that. So a lot of them is just like, yo, do.
I'm not saying anything.
You understand? I also blame the people surrounding the artist. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's exactly what we're talking about right
The
there.
security, the drivers, the sideman, the dude who carry the bag, the female who do the makeup. All these
They
people
all
see
see it.
what's going on.
I just do the
Because this
makeup.
is
I
not
see
something that
nothing.
just happened
Yeah,
just now. This has
Yeah.
been a long, ongoing situation.
yeah.
It's just now, you know what it is? I'll be honest with you. You reap what you sow. The biblical term.
Simple.
Okay. Now, in a godlike term, we as humans, and Cassie said what? It's been like 10 years or something like that. Something like that. Pretty sure she's been praying. You know what I'm saying? For justice to in her in whatever that term is for her.
Maybe wishing,
You know what I'm saying?
hoping.
But you can go down the line of all the artists that's standing on the sideline
worried.
that not worried. All the artists that's been standing on the sideline that been wrongly done. Just we're not even talking on an SA situation. We're talking on a music situation, contract wise,
Yeah.
money wise, all these different things. Remember now, just off of Big and the artist, you're living the most lavish lifestyle
And still
off of someone else's talent. Don't get me wrong now.
Yeah.
He put them out. But
Mm.
let's play fair with the situation.
Yeah, they're using his logo.
But let's play fair with the situation. Your lifestyle is based off of us.
Mm.
What we've been putting out. Our artistry.
Yeah.
So as a collective, we all should be eating. It shouldn't be where I'm still crumbing it and you're lobster and shrimping it.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the problem. So going back to what Jonice said, the same thing. The surrounding, the people that surround them.
Yeah.
They see it and no one is stepping up. We need to change that movement. It's not so much as going back to say, oh, this one wrote the lyrics about that one and this one. Yo, that's stamped in time. There's nothing we can really do about that portion of things. But moving forward, what are we going to do now if we're not looking at the record labels? You know what I'm saying? Security guards that drag you back to the situation. Well,
Yeah.
elaborate on that. Yeah, but how are you sleeping at night? Well, who's sleeping at night? You talking about the security guard? The security guard. Okay, so we're talking about the Diddy situation. Well, it depends on which security guard.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, Gene Deal is probably like the most thorough and down-to-earth dude I know. I chopped it up with him.
Yeah.
And you chop it up with Gene, it's like your homie that you knew for years. And he's always been trying to tell people, but even for him, things are coming in full circle for him. But when he started this, everyone was against Gene. Everyone was in little C's. Everybody, oh, don't listen to Gene, he a liar. Blah, blah, blah. But now everything is coming all the way around now where everything he said, it's like, oh, snap. You understand? That and now when you
People
put
are
it,
listening.
but when you put it in perspective now, Gene is not a victim. Gene was just standing up for certain people.
Yeah.
And he just wanted one individual to just come clean. Like Albie Shore put out the statement and say, yo, I thought at some point maybe you would change or be a better person. We're all just waiting on this person to just finally say, see all the little antics with the PR stunt, the change of names. This happens every so often. Every time something bugged out happens, he changed the name. Every time. Now you got the brother love situation. So on a mental state now, you're showing us that, oh, look at me, I done revamp myself and this and that. You understand? But it's the same you. Yeah. And I don't know if anyone really noticed, but did you notice his eyebrow? Like, it looked like the devil horns. Is it me or am I bugging? Yo, take a close look at it next time when y'all really looking at him. Like, yo, it looks like allegedly.
Dude,
you know,
crazy, man.
People that see it, all right, yeah, but how are you sleeping at? Okay, the people that see it, yeah, you're right. But again, who's going to be the first one to stand up? That's what we need to discuss more.
They're not giving up for a paycheck.
Because we're not creating that. We're not creating that culture of real men, real G's, real people that's going to stand up. And even if he look at you today and say, "Yo, you're fired," all right, I did the right thing. I go get another job. But because everyone wants to be in that high profile,
in that circle,
gotta be in that circle.
Yeah.
And that's why when you look at it, you go down the list. Now, the list that I labeled before, these may have been individuals that were young, strangers, family members, situations like that. But the point that I was trying to make more than anything else is that it took a couple of them years before they spoke out about it. And we're talking about younger kids that now are adults or people that got done wrong by family members. Yeah, I gotta choose the words correctly. You know, duck and distract has always worked for him. You know, and change your name. Don't forget change your name. You know what I'm saying? He been Puff Diddy,
Sean Cool,
Dud Puff, P Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. At the end of the day, look, just be real with yourself. Whatever it is that whatever side of the table you sitting on, whatever you do, just be real with yourself and treat people with the respect that you want. At the end of the day, that's the main thing. Treat people with the same respect that you want. Yeah. And the world would be so much better. You know what I'm saying? Need to heal first. All right. Point made. Maybe they do need to heal first before they can speak out. So, and like I said,
that's a long healing though.
No, but still, regardless. Listen, all right, hold up. You heard what Q said? That's a long healing. Let's put something in perspective real quick on the end and tail of this, because this is what I was going to get to and why I mentioned the males in the beginning. And I'm glad you said that. Let's take, for instance, now, you were violated. You see the look on his face? Come out and tell me now, tomorrow, what happened. Nah. Okay. So let's see how long it take before you tell me. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Think about it. Think about it. You're a male. Think about that now. How many people in prison?
Yeah. Violated.
That happened to, and they come. You think they telling you anything? No, they ain't telling you nothing.
Nah, man.
There's no time limit. But at the end of the day, Q just made the point. That's a long time for them to tell, because that person still needed whatever is pent up inside of them.
But when you look at it, all these situations that's popping up from Bill Cosby, there's a gap of waiting, you know.
Look, and we know from the Cosby case, it's a little different. Some of them actually came out and said they lied and different things of that nature. Yeah. But just on the victims itself. Try and remember.
True.
It don't just concern you at a point. Yeah. If you got older and you're married now, your spouse, your kids, their kids, your grandkids, whatever the case may be. Yeah. Once you open that Pandora's box, it affects everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
It's not just you, because now you got to think about your spouse going to work, co-workers looking at them. Yeah. You got to think about your kids going to school.
Yeah.
this kid being foul to them, or saying something foul from what they're hearing in that person's house.
So it's
Because if that person's a big Puff fan or something, he got something else to say.
yeah.
Come back, your mom's a liar. That caused a lot of things. So
True.
it's a lot of things you got to think about. And I
Yeah.
think at the end of the day, skip the entertainment portion of it. Skip the music.
Mm.
Skip all these things. Your godlike senses.
Yeah. You gotta process it. Yeah, for real.
You got to understand something. And then for us, we need to create a culture right now where people are held accountable. We speak about that all the time on this show. Man, let's talk about it all the time. I talk about it all the time. We say, yo, you got to start holding people accountable. And the people within your circle have to band together when they know something is wrong at the end of the day. There's a lot of other female entertainers, big name females entertainment that know these big name female entertainers that been around it.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna say nothing.
And I'm sure this goes back far than these artists that it's happening now too.
That's why I said the
Because
unfortunate part of it.
Yeah.
This is not the last.
It's no. It's
You know what the problem is with this type of movement? They just know how to hide it better next.
yeah.
That's all.
Work out another way out. to
That's
do it.
all. And then a couple years from now, somebody else will figure out how to bust it. And then they go back. It's like scammers. You know what I'm saying? They were scamming back in the 20s, whatever it was, in the 50s, in the 70s, now the 2000s. You know, different. It's gonna be here. You come out with a car that got certain things, somebody gonna figure out how to bust it. So that's the problem. So now we just have to create an environment that is safe for everyone and respect everyone on that vibe. Once we see something is off, we gotta shut it down right away, no matter who that person is. We're not talking about this whole cancel
No,
culture situation. We're talking about people in general in a community
Yeah.
coming together, whether it be in the entertainment community, your own neighborhood, your own family. Doesn't matter. There's no one off limits to being accountable.
Yeah.
All right. So there, I want to thank you tonight for joining us. Good discussion, Q.
Yeah.
Q still ain't tell me.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
I'm
Processing it.
I'm processing it.
Okay.
You know?
So maybe 10 years
It's
before I hear
so-
from him.
Nah. So many things you once said, you know?
I just wanted to do it
So
that
many
way,
things
not
I
to
said.
embarrass you or nothing, but I
Yeah.
see when you put yourself in someone else's shoe,
Yeah.
you start to see things a little bit different.
Yeah,
You respect it a
when-
little bit different. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
when I
saying?
say it's
So
a long time to process, but it's not really when you look at it.
it's
you
not,
know?
because you don't know
Yeah.
what's going on in that person's life.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's more on a respect level and allowing that. And that's the bad part about it, is that you got all these other ones that's crying wolf for the money grab.
And there's,
So we don't know
there's
who's
so-
right from who's wrong.
There's a
And-
lot more victim out there.
So going back to AP's
Yeah.
statement, I fully understand. The statement is not, you know, a situation saying a person's guilty.
Yeah.
You understand? But again, that's why we have to wait until court of law tell us, yo, yes or nay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We have,
Oh, Q.
Hey man, we're gonna change. It ain't gonna be YawwwQ.
No, you
yeah,
gotta-
Yeah, Q.
Yeah, Q.
I was wrong on that. For me.
Yeah, Q.
Wrong
So,
on that.
That's your new name.
It spaced me out because all of this situation is coming from the same distance of
Mm.
happening to now.
And like I said, for me, honestly, it was something that I wanted to jump on live a while back and discuss, but I said, let me just watch the movement and see what's going on before I said anything. But
Yeah.
when I saw the Slim Thug comment, I said it was more on trying to create a balance.
Yeah.
It's not to go at Slim Thug and say, yo, what you saying? You know, it's none of that. It's more on, okay, I respect what your opinion is, but
Yeah.
let's look at it from another perspective. Just like how we
Yeah.
just switched it up. That's how I was gonna put it out there, and you know, see if the brother's receptive on it to understand that you really don't know. And the problem with it in this entertainment business, everybody's so hungry for that bag.
Yeah, because
really don't know.
There's a lot of victim out there. Victim in
That's the problem.
family, victim from being friends, everything. It's there.
Elaborate.
Yeah, Q.
Why does it matter, Q?
I got you. I got
Okay.
you.
But listen, man, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Hey, Jonice, always, yo, so chill, madness, the whole squad, man. Yo, thank you very much for joining us. Once again, you can find us on all the platforms. Hit the notification bell. AP, what the deal, man? Yo, give me a call, AP, for real. What else?
Not a damn thing, man. Let's go.
Same thing, right? You can find us on, I just lost my train of thought, man. You can find us once again, like I said, on all the platforms. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, and of course, catch me back here next Friday, 9 p.m. sharp. I don't do CP time, baby.
What is that time? Christmas time?
Go out in the world and be somebody.
Is that time next week, Christmas?
Shut me down, boy.
We out.
Go out in the world and be somebody.